the first matchup of the Americas Regional Finals. Ladies, gentlemen, everyone at home, Day 1 Group A is ready to go.
Orlando versus Flyme, Brazil versus Argentina, game 1 of the night. Shall we?
Let's do it. Both of these players, I think, prefer no movement. So we're going to start off in the moving, of course, and perhaps there's going to be not a specific age to either player here. Trevor, is that fair to say?
That is fair to say. And moving, game 1, we're starting off in Greece. Listen, I'm not going to sit here and move around. I think we get right into the game here, shall we?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Whenever
Game 1,
you're ready.
round 1 in Greece. We have 1 polls. Both players know this, but it's also moving. Round 1 of 10.
I love the reaction from both players. They're a little lean back, like they're exhaling.
Yep. And they will immediately both know the country, but they will, move as they should. For information here, I actually don't know very much about these players. I don't know if they can read Greek. I don't know what they know. So we're going to kind of figure out here. They're zooming in there on information.
Yeah, we see Flyme instantly recognizing a little minivan zoomed in, perhaps looking at the color of a number plate.
Looks a little
script.
Yep, zooming in. Listen, we only have 36 seconds on the clock on these moving games, so a lot of it, it's how fast can you digest information.
How fast these rounds can move, right? I mean, we're already halfway through this first round.
Still scanning for information. I don't think anyone's found anything. I think they're probably looking for, town names, road numbers, things like that right now. We do have a coast to the west here.
See a coastline here.
So it looks like we have Flyme zooming down to Crete.
Flyme activated as soon as he saw that coastline.
Where will Orlando go here? He's also going same region, so we probably will see no points. This might be one of those things where he's going over closer to a different island. Is he going to click though? Is he going to click? No, he was standing over it but didn't click. And Flyme is already aggravated with his guess round 1. He has to keep his he can't get too upset with himself there. And you can see he was zooming in right there.
I was a bit debated by seeing Casino Rhodos.
Yeah. I mean, listen. This is, you can see it. Flyme's not. Let's just keep it going though. It's,
moving.
Oh, he looks distraught. Listen, cool, calm, collected. That's how you win this game. Round 2. Let's look what we have here. Looks like, we're going to be in the Oi Brubs, shall we?
This is the Oi Brubs.
This is your time to shine, Paula.
This is my time to shine. All right, so whenever you're ready, let it rip. So this is looking like the West Country to me. No specific Geoguessr meta there. From my perspective, just having been around, these parts of the world, or my part of the world, this is looking like the West Country. The cobbled housing, the greenery.
Yeah. Looking at the roofs here, see if they can
look at that little castle peeking out in the distance.
Orlando is doing the fast-moving glitch, which is now new, and also it looks like Flyme is too. Also, Flyme, great name. Shout out to Frank Sinatra. Listen, okay. both
Frank one time.
Yeah, just a little one shout out
to Frank.
Both players, I think they're going different directions here. We do have coast to the west here. It looks like again, both players looking for information, and this actually looks like there's going to be enough information here, potentially 5K for these players, depending on what they can see there. I can't closely read it.
Well, I mean, Flyme is going in towards the West Country, southwest, just north of Bournemouth. Exeter now from Orlando.
Both again
heading towards Plymouth. He's pretty close to where my mother is from. So
let's see where they both guess here.
Yeah, I mean, I think I was.
Okay, Orlando getting closer there.
So
but listen,
what would that be? A Cornwall or something like that?
That's only 750 points. It's not too bad, because especially when moving. But actually, it could add up, because if you both keep making good guesses.
I was hoping you'd give me a little compliment there, since I said West Country. That's what that area is.
That is west of the country. You're right.
No,
I get it. Listen, I get it. I'll let you have that, okay, Paula? I'll let you have that.
Thank you. My first point on the board.
Let's see if you can do it again, though.
Yeah, we're back in the Oi Brubs.
We're back. Hey, listen.
Minster close.
They really wanted you to shine here in the beginning. I think that's what we're doing here. Round 3. Let's keep it going.
Double damage.
And Flyme, I think
round 3 of 10.
He looks super distraught here. I think he has to keep it, cool, and see if he can continue up with a good.
Yeah, let's not forget about our point system here. Steadily more and more damage can be released or unleashed.
I like he immediately went to Colsack here. He needs to go a different way there to find more information. Orlando has a massive head start here finding information, looking for road names, road numbers, highways. What can he find?
This is tough right now. This is just a...
he actually found information.
There we go,
yeah, so this will actually be really good for Flyme. A lot of moving is honestly who can find the best information quicker. And that is honestly a skill in itself. Sometimes, it's kind of just a skill issue if you go the wrong way. So it's good that Flyme has information here. And only 18 seconds left. Orlando doesn't have anything. He has a sign now here, and hopefully he can zoom in time. 13 seconds left. Flyme is currently trying to line up the road here.
Neither of these players, if I'm not mistaken, particularly known for the UK, so I imagine that's why we've seen such close rounds in this and the prior. I'm interested already to see which round comes next.
Well,
all right, both players.
Flyme was able to find the information there, and that's going to even it out here, going into round 4.
Evening it out there.
And this
not a huge difference, though, I guess, because the UK is such a small country, even with the ×2 damage.
It's even the scores now going to round 4. And when you have a 10-round limit, every single point really does matter.
We saw that in the World Cup and the qualifiers.
If you have even a 100-point advantage going into round 10, it's kind of vital. Let's keep it going. Let's see what we have for round 4. And this looks like very little information off the bat. Looks like Peru, Argentina. Could be a little Argentina, a little RG action, as we like to say in the community. A little Arg. Let's see where the players end up finding.
Funnily enough, if it is Argentina, it's not necessarily one of Flyme's expertise.
We'll see what they do here. And
Orlando does have a slight lean towards Brazil, one of his home country.
Orlando, yeah. So we'll see. I mean, this is kind of just spam the spacebar and go forward until you can find information, or you're just making region guess based off of the landscape around you, which is not really what you want to do, because if you can move and find information, you kind of should. So right now, that is, in the moving game, that is what you're doing. And only 36 seconds, and no player has found anything here as they are zooming in.
Oh, wow.
And we do have a northern Argentina guess here by Flyme. And, it is, that region guess doesn't make a lot of sense, I think, for this region.
That rock on the side of the road.
Yeah,
How did that end up there?
That's a big rock.
How did that end up there?
It fell.
From where? Like it rolled down the mountain?
Oh, we have a completely different region guess here by Orlando. We'll see, though. We'll see. I think Flyme, when I saw me 4 seconds on the clock, this is going to be big points.
Huge.
Yeah, this will be big. And he's committing north. He's committing central.
Oh, wow. That's going to be a lot of damage.
Did he just get eliminated in round 4 in the moving game?
Absolutely did. 8.5k damage from Flyme to Orlando. Game 1 will go to the Argentine in Argentina. That ended up Argentina?
Yeah, it was.
Right, yes.
That was Argentina, and that quite the serendipitous ending there, I think, for Flyme with a little RG, killer.
Yeah, and performance wiping off the palms now. Orlando not looking too happy, but don't worry, mate. It is a best of 3, and up next, we're moving to both players' favorite mode. No move.
No move. This is going to be kind of, the best situation for them, I think. I think if Orlando wants to come back, obviously, he would lose if he doesn't win this next mode.
Absolutely.
But I think a Geoguessr is a big game of kind of, it's a momentum game. If you lose one game, you're kind of, you're in the dumps, and you have to bring your confidence back and tell yourself, well, that was just a one-off guess, and we'll see though. We'll see if Orlando can shake that off, because it looked like Flyme in the beginning of the game there, he was pretty distraught with not very bad guess at all.
The classic of all sports and esports, the needed mental reset at times. That's what Orlando needs going into no move. Game number 2.
Game number 2, and this will be no moving. So basically, no move. It is, you get a 360 panorama, and let's see what our 360 panorama is right now. And it will be, looks like a Finland.
That is insane. It still blows my mind.
Well, let's see if I'm right first. It could be. We'll see. Round 1. Let's do it. This is a no move. Flyme immediately.
Just quickly. How do you know that's Finland right off the rip?
Gen 2 is way more common in Finland with the birch trees and but we'll see. Both players zooming around. Region guessing Finland could be a little bit difficult. Let's see where the players do end up zooming in here. It is, timed 1 minute on the clock. Let's see though.
Orlando looking towards the horizon, zooming in a bit. Then we have the ground, perhaps looking.
Flyme going just north of Helsinki here, and very, very similar guesses. It looks like Orlando's going to plonk down very similar too. We shall see though. We shall see.
Finland, not the largest.
We have a guess in by Orlando. I like the little locked in animation there.
Yeah,
a little double meaning maybe.
That's new.
A little double meaning. Locked in. 8 seconds on the clock. Listen, probably very, very minimal damage here.
And it's round 1, not the largest
Slow
country.
and steady does win the race though. Slow and steady does win the race. 400 points down in Finland. Click center. Best guess.
Oh, that's actually a reasonable amount of damage.
Yeah, especially for no multi.
Exactly.
Round 2. Are we ready? Looks like the U.S. And this could be, I don't know who has the advantage in the U.S. This is where kind of the lack of experience in these players and, kind of new players in the scene, you don't really know what to expect here.
I have heard that Orlando actually finds the USA quite challenging. So perhaps we can see Flyme continue to inflict some damage upon the Brazilian.
Let's find out here. Flyme, they're going to, I like how they both immediately, posture up when the game starts here. This is no move, so this is the only panorama they do get. Let's see,
No
though.
big zooms available here to sort of...
We have bollards, too. The bollards can mean something. I actually don't know.
Do we have bollards here? The little white one, or are you talking about the big signpost?
The signpost is a sign, not a bollard, unfortunately. So the bollards, those white...
The little white thin ones. Okay, and so within America, those can be different from other ones, even on that scale, like a tiny thing like Flyme zooming into.
Most of the time, they're state-specific.
Wow,
but
okay.
in this scenario, I don't know if they are or not.
I see.
And we have 26 seconds, and no one's zooming in yet. So very, very interesting.
Do you have a rough estimate here, Trevor?
It's definitely, west.
West.
Yeah,
okay.
I listen. You probably go New Mexico. You probably go
Utah
Arizona.
zoom on Orlando.
You have a Utah, and he's lining the road up here. It looks like it is an east-west road. We have Flyme in Nevada. We have
north
Utah.
Of Las Vegas.
Could be good points if someone's close. It's Oregon.
Oh, relatively similar.
And yeah, no one getting massive points here. 378 going into round 3.
Still Flyme chipping away.
Yep.
Almost breaking Orlando below 5K, but we will see.
And steady.
What happens in round number 3.
Race. And let's see what round 3 has to offer. And it has to offer a small country with probably very minimal points. When the country's obvious like this, it comes down to your region guessing.
Region guessing and perhaps some hedging.
Yeah, or you could see commit. It looks like we had a pretty hard commit by Flyme there in Argentina to pay off. This is Ghana, by the way. We have the Ghana tape. Using this tape, there is actually regional clues with the tape and how the tape is on the car. So you could figure out where you are in Ghana based off of.
I'm surprised we haven't seen a quick guess yet from Orlando, because it is a trait of his that we've seen where he often guesses quickly to try to deny opponents information and put the pressure, but we've not seen that yet. Perhaps that's some of the nerves coming in.
I think that is... he was zooming to Spain there for a second. That could have been a little... No, but obviously... But no, I think that is kind of just... Maybe we check back in an hour. They're probably more confident guessing. I think they want to make sure they have a good game here and don't make too many blunders, because I can feel the nerves to the screen right here. We have a Kamasi guess
10
here by
seconds
Orlando,
left,
10 seconds
Trevor. 10 seconds left.
We have 2 Kamasi guesses here by both. So this is going to be very, very minimal points. 5 seconds. Flyme locked in, and it's just north of Kamasi, and Orlando is closer.
Just closer.
And that, hey, listen,
double
it's
damage.
Small, but it's a lot mentally, I think.
Absolutely.
Even just getting slightly closer.
To get himself on the board there, I'm sure it's going to mean a lot.
Yep, round 4. And guys, before I press this, lock in. Because we're in Russia.
Okay.
And listen, I don't know what player has an advantage in Russia. And, this could be game. This could potentially be game.
Again, apparently a challenging country for Orlando, and I don't think it's an expertise for Flyme. So this could be huge points. Russia, a vast country, and we're just dropped in the middle of nowhere.
And Flyme is up 1-0 against Orlando. So if he gets one good guess here and Orlando doesn't, he will take the game. Round 4, 2.5x damage. Let's see what their initial reaction here is as we load into Russia. Both players will zoom around, look at the antenna, look at the vegetation around us. We do see the antenna zoom there. That does mean something in Russia. And we have one Flyme zooming in, both going to similar regions here. And they're both looking for a white road going. And
that's a fast Orlando. Fast Orlando.
But they're in the exact same region. And Flyme doesn't look too happy, but it's still...
But that's 2.5, 825. That means Orlando is going to take the lead.
Yes, and listen, it's big countries like that is what you're looking for in these games. When you keep getting like the UKs and things like that, it's hard to win on that. You're looking for a good guess in Russia, Indonesia, things like that going in. Round 5, let's see what we got here. Do not let these players wait anymore. And, let's just see where they go. It looks like the US, but I'm not too sure actually. Round 5. 3x
Triple damage now.
Yep,
3x.
This is no move. Let's see what this is. This looks like we might have... Is that the front of the car there? I can't actually tell. But, both players, 53 seconds on the clock, both looking around. Looking for the sun direction right here, it looks like, by Flyme. It is cloudy coverage. We'll see.
This is tough.
This is maybe not the easiest of rounds. We'll see, though, what it potentially turns out to be. 38 seconds on the clock.
Flyme looking to the heavens once again, hoping to find an answer.
You do have...
Going outside Oklahoma City.
To Oklahoma. It's kind of a myth, I would say, in the Geoguessr community, that if you see red dirt, just click Oklahoma. It's kind of like the staple. You kind of have to. It doesn't mean it's always, but I think things like that kind of... It's a safe guess, but this could feel like Oklahoma. And we do have 2 Oklahoma guesses because it's red soil, and that's usually more common in Oklahoma, but it can be found kind of anywhere in that region. We have a locked in guess.
Orlando that's going to lock in first. And yeah, both very close.
It's in Texas. See, that's kind of, it's a safe guess.
Triple damage, though, still makes that 960.
Yep.
Orlando is going to be very happy with that result.
Yes. Yeah.
That's a solid lead now. 1.4K roughly. We're going into round 6.
It's kind of crazy how quickly things can change with these multis.
Yes.
You know, he was behind just 2 rounds ago. Now he's up by a sizable amount. Round 6. Let's keep it going. Fast pace here. This looks like very, very interesting. I actually don't know just off the bat. Let's see. Let me zoom around a bit and see if I can see anything. It looks like maybe it's like a Spain or like a Greek island or something. I'm not sure. Let's see what we have here by these players.
Dare I say, beautiful location.
It is beautiful. You know, I would maybe take a vacation here and chill. But we'll see. We could see big points here because I don't think this is obvious. We do have an Italy. We have an Italy guess here. Sicily guess by Flyme. And we have a Canaries guess by Orlando. And see, no, I don't know if I ever seen Italy here personally. We have a bunch of. I do like an island guess. I think more than anything. I don't know if it's the Canaries. I do kind of not dislike the Canaries though. But I don't think. Okay, he's zooming into the Canaries. Oh, he's showing the crowd here that he is thinking it could be the.
Considering of switching to the Canaries, but right now hovering.
I don't know. I don't think he commits Italy. I think he'll end up getting there in the end. Orlando placing a plonk down. Will he switch? He's committing to Italy here. We'll see.
Oh, yeah,
7 seconds.
He is.
This is game. This is game. Someone will win here. 4 seconds on the clock. 3 seconds on the clock. Let's see what it ends up being. 1.
Huge difference here, and it's Orlando.
And you can see Flyme is obviously distraught.
Up on top, and that is game. 11.5k damage.
Wow. And it comes down to one guess and there's no move. Geoguessr is a game of consistency, and he looks flustered. And you can see he's flustered because he knew it was Canaries. You could see him hovering over there, telling the audience that's what I'm thinking. And it's those nerves. It's those nerves.
But luckily for him, Trevor, this is a best of 3. What's up next? It's no move, no pan, no zoom.
And this is content. If you guys don't know as well, this each map, moving, no move, NMPZ, is made for those game modes. You know, this is a new thing we brought to the tournament this time around, and I think it's the best way to do it. So we will see an NMPZ specific map made, and it's going to be, I'm not sure what we have in store, but it might be tough. We might see wrong continents. We might see some very, very consistent distraught faces here.
Okay, so we've had some of our players contributing to the maps on the NMPZ specifically?
Not players contributing to the maps, but you know the maps are made now for kind of each specific of their game modes.
I like that because I can assume that we've got some very interesting locations coming up.
Exactly, the same thing that you need in a moving game, which is a lot of information, is not always the case of what you want in an NPZ. So, listen, they're nervous. I think we just rip the Band-Aid off and get into it.
Let's do it. Rip it off.
Round.
Open it to the air.
NMPZ, winner of this, does take the win of the best of 3. NMPZ. Let's see what we got here. It looks like a Mexico. Honestly, let's just get into it. This is, whoops, I'm playing around, but they cannot do that. This is the only information they get right here, round 1. Let's see what they immediately figure out here with this. And Flyme has to get this. He still looks distraught here. And you'll see this. This is a classic NMPZ cam. You get very, very close to the monitor there. Both players, I think, will know the country. It's region guessing within. If they have a yellow sticker here, listen, I've heard a couple, wives' tales about the yellow sticker, but we'll see what players.
So, well, tell us then, enlighten us. The yellow sticker.
It's a fake meta. I don't want to spread fake meta. But I will say Flyme is very close to potentially a fake meta.
Oh, wow. Has he fallen?
And they're both in Veracruz here.
For the bait. Hook.
He's going north. He's going super north. I don't know if this is that north. It could be. Listen, 20 seconds on the clock. We'll see where it ends up being. Is he considering South America here?
Considering South America.
I think it's a pretty obvious Mexico. But listen.
Not yet moved his pin, though.
Let's see. We have Flyme consistently in Veracruz here, and he has a guess in locked in.
5 seconds left.
He pretty much 5K'd. What the actual heck?
Oh my word. Flyme.
To the moon.
To the moon. Shout out, Frank.
Let's go.
Because that is 1.3k damage on round 1 of NMPZ.
Flyme to Veracruz, if anything.
Yeah, Flyme to Veracruz.
That was... listen, he needed that. You could tell that helps his confidence. Listen, let's keep it going. No one wants to sit there and wait. Let's keep it going. Round 2 looks like a very standard Europe. We have a bollard here. I can't tell what the bollard is. It looks like it could be Czechoslovakia, but we'll see where the players end up going.
We know Czechia, a highly contested region, however.
Yeah, and this does
sometimes
look like
confusing region.
We have a Slovakia zoom in here by Orlando. We have a Slovakia zoom in here by Flyme. And we probably will see a pretty similar instant guess here because region guessing Slovakia, that's the fast gameplay we want to see. Flyme is slightly closer again and slipping away. Listen, region guessing Slovakia in the random forest, you kind of just hope for the best. It's nothing too crazy.
Barely a difference between the two there. Let's get straight into round number 3 of NMPZ.
We have Alberta, Canada with Alberta Bollard here, it looks like. Listen, both players will know this. Region guessing Alberta will come down to, I think, very, very minimal points, but let's find out. 2x damage could add up. Flyme locking in, Orlando locking in. Let's see, they're currently zooming. 50 seconds. Both players are going to know it is Alberta because we do have the black, white Bollard right there. I like the Flyme head cam.
Flyme head cam.
He's zooming in.
If he can't zoom with his mouse, we'll zoom with his head.
Listen, that's the way to do it. Edmonton guess here, north of Edmonton by Orlando. You know, maybe it's, I don't know. Wait, no way, Flyme. Don't end it like this, Flyme. Do not end it like this, Flyme. Listen. Oh no, do not end it like this, Flyme.
Oh, and locked in as well. The pressure is on.
This will be game.
Flyme's in the center of the US.
Flyme, you have to switch, brother.
Orlando in Canada.
6 seconds on the clock. Flyme, will he get there?
I don't think he will.
I don't think he sees it. It's like behind grass. I don't think he sees it.
Oh, I just don't think he sees the bollard. No, he does not. Oh, he's going to be absolutely fuming with that. 5.27.
He's not out, though. He's not out. He's still in it. But listen, he's not happy. I was expecting that to be game. I really was. I didn't think he could survive that on that 2x damage.
And let's look back at our World Cup and our qualifiers from last year. We know a player can hang on and still pull off a W, but Flyme absolutely back against the wall now.
And listen, he's capable of some good guesses. He's capable, but is he capable of good guesses in Ukraine?
I would expect Orlando now to really push the pressure.
I think he kind of needs to, I think. But we'll see what the strategy is here in Ukraine. 2.5x damage in Ukraine. You can easily lose 730 points here in Ukraine. And that's what Flyme, but he kind of needs big countries too, so it's kind of backs against the wall here. We do have Orlando going pretty east here, and he's going to instantly lock in, it looks like.
Straight in.
He's putting the pressure on. And we have a south of Kiev.
Different I don't know if that would be enough. You'd have to tell me, but it looks...
No, it's enough to win.
It is enough to win. Thank you for the clarification.
Flyme
and this time... He's
sticking in there.
Flyme gets himself closer.
1,800. Listen,
big chunk.
And listen, this is what we keep talking about. You mentioned this. In these high multis, and especially on NMPZ, where even the country isn't obvious, it comes down to one guess, and we have it.
I'm looking at the preview of this next image, and...
yeah, Paula, take it away.
Let's bring it up. What are we looking at? I can tell you we're looking at just a little alley with some bikes.
Yep. This is
somewhere tropical.
Somewhere it looks like presumably Asia. Well, this is the only image they get, and this is kind of what Flyme needs, though. He needs something that isn't too obvious.
Something obscure, something that he can take advantage of.
Let's see what he can do with this location right here, round 5. And it looks like it's probably just Taiwan, though, is what I would do here. I think it is...
Taiwan Island. Wonderful place. Have been myself.
It's probably just Taiwan.
You should take a trip yourself.
I would love to. I would love to. I do think, I would guess it's just Taiwan. I'm not sure what they end up going here. It is definitely Southeast Asia. Flyme zooming in. It doesn't look like Orlando has a clue either. He's zooming in to...
Sort of in the direction of Taiwan. Yeah, okay, Orlando's jumping on it.
Orlando does agree with my Taiwan call out. We'll see what Flyme ends up doing here. Because if they both end up going Taiwan, I don't think Orlando loses, and he can make it to round 6.
Oh, I feel if Orlando pulls the trigger here, Flyme is going to. Yeah,
and he's
Flyme
has to
excited to see the reaction here.
The pressure
is on.
He's going Taiwan.
He is also going Taiwan. Yeah, it's not going to be game yet. Just across the river from each other.
Assuming it's both Taiwan, but they have the same guess, so they'll both get the same points anyways. But we'll see. 1 second. Don't switch. It's Taipei. And he could have picked up a lot of points. He could have lost in Taiwan if someone just clicked capital. It's kind of the ironic part.
Yeah.
But listen, this is kind of what Flyme needs. He needs to get these kind of small countries, obvious maybe countries,
keep himself alive,
and he can keep himself alive until he gets to these high multis where he can make something big happen for himself. Let's see what round 6 has, shall we?
Round 6 of 10.
Round 6.
Just passing the halfway point for this final game of our first best of 3 here at the Americas Regional Finals, Day 1, Group A. Orlando versus Flyme.
Orlando versus Flyme, and this is first game, and this is game 3 of 3. Winner of this does win the match. Round 6. Let's see what we got here, and see what it looks like. Immediately to me, it looked like a. Yeah, I'm actually not too sure what we're looking at here.
What have we got on that green sign? Because
this is the only thing they can see here, though.
Yeah, so of course. So on our side, everybody at home, just as a reminder, myself and Rainbow, we do have access to full move, pan, and zoom, even on the rounds where our players don't. So we get a bit more information from their image.
Yeah, so
very tough.
With a blue card antenna, you presumably go South Africa here. And the question is region guessing, though. It's kind of the part. I do like the east call out. We do have some hills. I don't think it's near west of the Eswatini border, but it could be. And we have, listen, Orlando's going more south near Durban. 18 seconds on the clock.
This could end up as game here, potentially.
Yeah, I mean, definitely.
If they remain these distances apart.
But it's not something Flyme can win on 10 seconds. He's locked in.
Oh, and
is that enough to win? I think it is. I think that's enough. That's enough.
That will be it. 1.46K. Orlando takes our first game.